thought I would never be the Christian YouTuber to ever discuss about marriage and waiting and all these things. Here I am. Here it is. So cringy, and I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it in obedience. So hey guys, hello. This is Virtuously Me, and I thought I'd switch it up yet again because we're gonna have a little bit of a hard talk, right? And I'm not excited for this one whatsoever. Well, first and foremost, we talk about faith-based stuff here, and I was having devotion the other day, and the idea of starting a new series came up in my conversation with Christ. Not from me, definitely not from me, because I don't like these types of topics. I don't. I don't like documenting on them. I don't like talking about them. But yet still, as a YouTuber, I was given the instruction to document or start a new series of 26 and Waiting. I'm gonna get into why I hate these kinds of topics. I literally don't like talking about me waiting on marriage publicly. I'll tell you why. Number one, I think it's cringe. I'm so sorry. I think talking about waiting on my godly kingdom spouse is cringy as heck. It's great when other people do it. I will watch, and I'd love to get encouraged from other people. But I am one of those people where I love to see it on other people, but when I do it, it's a different story. Like, honestly, when I got this instruction, I fought God on it. I was like, no God, no God, no God. I will not talk about this on my channel. I blatantly said that. I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I just never thought I would become one of those content creators that talks about marriage on their channel. However, one thing I have learned in this life is that you never say never. I've always constantly learned that. I've had multiple lessons on this. I've always thought I would never be those girls who have daddy issues. I did. Thought I would never be those girls who ever think that my man was my world, my life, my everything. I did. I never thought I would end up ever end up in an ambulance. I did. And that's a whole nother story. That was for something so crazy. So crazy. And I thought I would never be the Christian YouTuber to ever discuss about marriage and waiting and all these things. Here I am. Here it is. And I hate that for myself. I really do. However, I want to be obedient, and if it can be of an encouragement to anybody, that's great. If it can be of an encouragement to at least one person, that's great. So I'm gonna keep this short. This is just me announcing the start of this series. It will come where it's like 26 and Waiting, and then it will be a certain topic of mine that I'm talking about in regards to my waiting on marriage and how my wait is going. So I am currently 26 years old and I have been through some things. Definitely been through some things, and there's more things that I will be developing with when coming in my testimony or my thoughts and my stuff. I've kind of talked about it on my testimony which I put on my channel. I did unfortunately take it down for a specific reason that will come out later. But all in all, I've dealt with a lot of trolls, a lot of bums, a lot of, can I say that? Can I say bums? Is that too mean? I'm so sorry. Let's roll it back. I dealt with a lot of I just dealt with a lot of just tragic men. A lot of heartbreak, a lot of situations that I didn't even need to put myself into, but because I was trying to find love in all the wrong places, and I've never had like a good example of what was a role model of perfect love, or great, not perfect, but just great love, I unfortunately fell into a lot of situations where I was never dealt right. I never been cared about, those type of things, and it's been very sad. Have I lost my faith? That's a good topic. I will have to make another video on I answer that question, have I lost my faith or not when it comes to marriage? I feel like clearly I probably haven't, or I wouldn't be making these types of videos, but there are times even in my waiting now that my faith has definitely dipped and increased and almost lost it, and then came back, and it's been up and down, up and down. I can definitely get into my background with men in another video, and I can even go into why I've started my whole abstinence journey of waiting until marriage. I can even get into that, and what stops me from even, I should be writing this down. I should be honestly writing these down, because knowing me and knowing my schedule and knowing how I am, I will forget these types of videos, like these types of these types of things. So you know what, let me write these down. I did that because I just know, like, knowing me, I may end up forgetting like a certain topic or so, but I wrote those down, so just in case. I mean, my history with men are not the greatest. I had a very tumultuous relationship in college I've talked about, that was filled with cheating and lies and abuse. I've dealt with some very tragic things that will come out later. 2 times. And I've dealt with guys who just didn't care about me. Dealt with guys who only cared about my body. I've dealt with guys who've used me as a guinea pig, basically, on what not to do with women, and then after me, they've gone to the next woman and treated her like an absolute queen. I've dealt with guys who had a girl that they actually more cared about, but then still slept with me. I've had those. I've had just about almost everything. The only thing I can say, thank God, I haven't experienced, and I just haven't ended up, you know, leaving any situation with any permanent issues. And I am grateful for that. So I'm not, you know, permanently linked to any man. And I'm grateful that God had grace on me for me not to end up in that situation. But I've dealt with other trauma. So in my time, I will do like a little short snippet of just like in my time of just waiting. My wait in marriage, it's been like kind of like a roller coaster. And I guess I've been fighting myself on even feeling these feelings, because I kind of just felt like I never wanted to be one of those women to become very desperate for marriage. I never wanted to become those women who make marriage an idol. I always wanted to just live my life and do what I want to do, and God will send him whenever he sends him. And not do what I want to do, as in just enjoying my life and working my relationship with Christ. And then when God chooses to bring that man, he'll bring him. Never wanted to be one of those people who were like, where's mommy and eight? Like, no. But there has been times where, you know, I do deal with like loneliness and those things of that nature. But here is the start of this series in regards to me waiting on my husband, being 26 old and waiting on my husband. We will see when Christ brings him. We will see. But I think out of fear too, I guess that was another reason why I was very fearful. I think I was just very scared as well, because sometimes I even get discouraged in my walk with Christ and in what he says to me and the instructions that he says to me. And I think I've always been just scared to ever, if I ever was given the permission to announce any news that he has for me in regards to marriage, like, and then what if I heard him wrong? What if it doesn't happen? Those type of things. And you know, sometimes we don't work out of fear, we work out of faith. And I think that's the reason why I was so fearful of even doing this type of video, because what if I heard him wrong? And what you know, just things could go wrong. And I never want to play, like, you know, speak those type of things over my life. I want to be very hopeful and have a lot of faith with this, but yeah, it's like, you know, it's a little fearful. So we will see how all this turns out. We will see how these series turns out, and we will definitely talk more in having that talk with being a young Christian, waiting on your husband. And I think some of these topics can even relate to even guys too, waiting on their wives, you know. Some of these things could even relate to you guys out there. But pray for your girl as she goes through this series, because I don't like it. I can punch a wall. I don't like talking about these stuff publicly. It's so cringy, and I don't want to do it. But I'm going to do it in obedience. So pray for your girl. All right, guys, until next time, I will be bringing up my first topic about 26 and waiting, the jealousy. I will be talking about that next time in my first ever topic about this series. And just me, I'm crying on the inside. Crying on the inside. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.